Hey guys, we're here with Remy Kassimir. Remy, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, of course. I am fascinated with your story, though. I've read about it, and I've listened to a little bit of your podcast. You were 28?
Yep.
The first time you had an orgasm?
Yes.
You have to tell me that journey of how you even realized that was weird and then got to the point of having one.
Okay, so it's actually really funny. I always thought it was like very normal that women were not having orgasms. I thought the people who were having them, it was like mythical or like they were just like really lucky, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it wasn't until I actually started doing stand-up and seeing women like my age or like non-binary people with vaginas just talking about their orgasms, and like I'd go up to them after their sets and I'd be like, oh, that joke about the 5 orgasms, that was so funny. And they'd be like, that wasn't the joke, part of the joke. And I'd be like, oh, like you guys are actually coming, like how are you doing this?
Right.
And so people would give me informal assignments, like they'd be like, oh, you have to do this, or I'll lend you a guy.
I'll lend you a guy?
Yeah.
They're like, I know a guy, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and like I would either try them out and give up or like just not try at all because I was like, this isn't for me. I like came out as anorgasmic basically, and all of the comedians who had podcasts were like, we have to talk about this, you know? And so there's one podcast, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, that had me on, and they suggested a sex toy, which is a clitoral suction device.
I think I know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I have one.
It's like a tiny blowjob for your clit.
Yeah.
It's like amazing.
Yeah, it's the best thing ever.
It's the best thing ever.
Absolutely.
I call them orgasm dementors because I'm a Harry Potter fan. And they just like suck the soul out of your body. And you're like, oh my God, is that my Patronus?
Do you have any jokes that you've done just to death and you're just so sick of them? You're like, I don't.
Yeah, actually, a Harry Potter based joke.
Nice.
That I have been doing forever, and I am so sick of this joke. I want to retire it so badly. I've been telling it since the beginning of doing stand-up, but I also invented it when I was 16.
16?
Yeah, with my sister. So, okay, the joke is, it's an impression, a Moaning Myrtle impression.
Okay, and for people who don't know, Moaning Myrtle is a ghost in Harry Potter. Mm-hmm. She's got kind of a high-pitched voice.
Yeah, she's like very, she hits on the boys a lot. Daniel Radcliffe had just done Equus.
Yes, that weird one where
he was doing Equus.
Screws a horse. That's the one,
right?
He
fucks a horse. He does full frontal. My sister and I were like, we have to go.
Yeah.
Like, we got to see this dick. We wanted to give our commentary after, but like we felt this is not appropriate.
Yeah.
We're like, but who would do this commentary? And it would be Myrtle, and she'd be like,
oh, Harry, your penis was very disappointing.
And it was just like this thing.
That's amazing.
I ended up, do you remember Facebook videos, how we would like leave them for each other? I don't know if we're the same age.
Yes, yeah.
But I left her one being like,
I'll remember it forever and always. Love Moaning Myrtle.
And like we would just laugh at it for years. So then when I started stand-up, I was like, okay, I obviously have to throw this in. And yeah, I'm just tired of doing it now.
Well, I mean, I understand after 16 years. So you're 28 now.
I'm 33 now.
33 now. Okay, you look really young. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's that's what 16 years, 17 years. That's
like,
definitely.
It's like, don't do the math.
So I understand wanting to retire it, but just also as a huge Harry Potter fan, and I guess in our generation, a lot of people are.
Yeah.
I understand why you haven't yet, because that's the most amazing thing I've ever heard. I love that so much.
Thank you. I do sometimes. I just like people's reactions when they're like, "That's true." Like I've been feeling that way. I'm like, I know.
You're like, yep, you're welcome.
It just, yeah, it requires a little more energy and act out than most of my like stoner stuff. But
yeah.
It's worth it.
I love it. Now I'm gonna have to stick around to hear it. And speaking of which, Remy, you're up.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Remy Kassimir!
Yeah, what's up, you guys? How are you? Yay. Everybody settling into fall nicely? So nice. The weather smells like getting high and watching Harry Potter. Right? You ever do that? Get super high and then watch all of them just to see if there's something you missed? I do that all the time. The last time I did it, I was like, holy shit, I never realized that Hogwarts is a very dangerous school. Right? Like, there's a sexual predator just living in the bathroom. Nobody talks about it. Do you know who I'm talking about? She's a ghost, and her name is Moaning Myrtle. Every Harry Potter movie's like,
Harry? Harry. I saw your penis. Yes, I went under the water when you were trying to decipher that golden egg. Egg was big, penis was tiny.
Like, leave him alone, he's 10. And it's cold in there. Some people don't laugh at that joke because they're like, actually, he's 14 in that book. Doesn't make it any less creepy, you know? She does it to Cedric. She's like,
Oh, the other day, Cedric, the handsome boy, came in. His penis was big. And I was like, oh!
Then she crashes into a toilet filled with her own ghost cum and no one arrests her. Canceled. She should be canceled. Are you guys comfortable? Good. I'm a little uncomfortable right now, I'm not gonna lie. I smoke so much that my mouth is so dry. And like, I wanna smile at you guys, but this top lip might never come down. That's why I have this water. I'm also a little uncomfortable because I recently bit the inside of my cheek. So uncomfortable, right? You just like walk around the city going like this. Accidentally offering blowjobs to everyone. I like miss my mask because it kept the offerings just to me. I didn't realize I was doing that, and then I did it the other night. I was at a bar. My boyfriend's on the other side of the bar. I bite down on my cheek. He can see I'm in pain. He looks above the other people. He goes, "What's wrong?" And then I go, and then he goes, "Nice." I was like, does he think I desperately want to suck his dick right now? Like, I'm just at this bar. I'm like, this is so boring. You know what would make it better? Never had that thought in my life. Also, you know how much I smoke. Like, it's not good. It's dry. Right? Like, me giving a blowjob, it's like somebody licking an ice sculpture, you know, and it's like, oh. It's not cute. You guys smoke weed or? Yeah, all day, every day, or? It's the best, right? Because at least once a day. Yeah, no, and if you do that at least once a day, you'll have a thought that just makes you go, whoa. I'm so smart. Like today, I had a thought that I was like, that is deep. What a pleasure it is to live in this brain. You want to know what it was? I was listening to that song from the 80s. You know the one that's like, I just died in your arms tonight. You know that song? Shouldn't the second line of that song be like, that must have been crazy for you? Yeah, I love weed. I have another addiction. I developed it over lockdown. I'm very addicted to TikTok. You guys too? Yeah, a lot of people were falling off the wagon, discovering meth. I was just on TikTok being told that I'm bisexual and autistic. Do you have a similar For You page? I'm like, I knew about that first one, but I will get that second thing checked out. For sure. Seriously, I'm so addicted that sometimes I'll go like this and expect to change my clothes. Or I'll like walk into a bathroom and be like, where's my makeup? This mirror's broken. I have a very queer For You page though, because I'm bi and, you know, my boyfriend doesn't love it. Because he watches me scroll through that shit and it's just like, I'll see a video that's like, put 10 fingers down if you hate men, and I'll be like, And he'll be like, what the fuck? I drive you everywhere. It's true, he's a good guy. And I like being in a straight relationship because, you know, we're insane at the same level, but just totally different types of insane. Like, I'm the insane that, like, if he doesn't text me in 2 hours, I'm like, he's dead. And he's insane in the way that, like, if he sees a sopping wet towel, he'll be like, that will dry me. That will dry me for 3 weeks. So funny. We have a good sex life, though. Clap it up if you have a good sex life. Yeah. You can be happy for me because I didn't have my first orgasm until I was 28 years old. Isn't that crazy? That I didn't kill anyone? It happened, I wanted to learn how, right? So I started a podcast. It's called How Come? I'm not even kidding. We're 5 seasons in and I did it. I come now. Yeah, it worked. Thank you. I feel like my whole life changed, post-cum, PC. Like before, I was like an angsty teen. I was like, oh, fuck the world. And then I had my first orgasm. I became an adult. I was like, oh, I'll pay taxes. Feels worth it now. No, my first orgasm was with a sex toy. Do you guys like those? Yeah, they're so great. They make sex so fun, so easy. Guys aren't making any noise. Why? Why? You guys, there's a certain brand of cis man that they hear sex toy and they go, no! They're stealing our jobs! And it's like, you choose your Xbox over my box all the time. Also, they're helping you, right? It's a helper. It's like, to put it in sports terms, an alley-oop. Makes your job easier. I've never yelled at a machine that was helping me. I've never been like, oh, my dishwasher's so much better than me. I'll leave you with this. I think they're more fun, easier. My favorite sex toy of the moment is the IUD. Makes sex so fun, so easy. No, it's not a sex toy. It stays inside me, keeps me from getting pregnant. It's also the thing I say to my boyfriend when I want to have sex and I'm really high. I just go, IUD. All right, you guys have been a lot of fun. I'm Remy Kassimir. Have a great night.